I would like to know from each one of you what the top 3 things are you're going to do to take back control of the food supply and protect the ranchers and farmers of this state.
I half agree. Of course we want to work with the federal government. Isn't it going to be fantastic when we have a governor that wants to work with the administration rather than constantly fighting them? And I agree with you. Brooke Rollins, the Ag Secretary, she's a friend of mine. Yes, of course, we're going to work with them. Look, I love our ag industry. I've been on the road for the last 3 years getting ready for this. I've spent so much time in the Central Valley. Literally last night, I was in Chowchilla in the morning, down in Tulare County. I know our farmers. I love our farmers. There are 3 big issues. Number 1, water. By the way, when I talk about this subject, I know, I still have the accent. I'm a proud American, I'll have you know, just in case anyone was doubting. But there are certain words, especially on this issue, you've got to really say it in an American accent. I'm going to get water to our farmers, not water. And the other one, our ranchers. Our ranchers need our help. I've been out on the ranch with them, riding the horses. Here are the 3 big issues. Water, but it's also energy and it's labor regulations. On all 3, there's a lot that we can do here. The pastor was exactly right. We need to raise Shasta Dam 18 feet. That is the exact proposal. We need, even within our current system, without building any new infrastructure. I was there in Colusa County. I should have been 100 feet underwater. That's where the Sites Reservoir should have been built in the 1970s, blocked by ridiculous environmental rules. But right now, today, even without any new infrastructure, by appointing people to the State Water Resources Control Board, we can increase deliveries to our farmers. That is what I will do. We will open up energy in California, our oil and gas, not this ridiculous solar farms, ripping out real farms. That's how we help our farmers, and we restore the 60-hour overtime rule.
Thank you, Steve. And we have Lewis Herms.
This is a fascinating subject, actually, and something I'm diving deep into currently, because what we have to understand first, in my opinion, is that the food is poison, and it's intentional, right? I don't even have to wear my tinfoil hat. I think most of you can agree that the food is poison here. So if they're intentionally poisoning our food, why would that be? Because a sick population is a controllable population. Right? Again, it's about we the people now stepping up and getting the word out and explaining to people this is what's going on. But there are fixes. There's real fixes. Now, I'd like everybody to understand, you know, there's not real organic food in California. Did you know that? Yeah, that's a con. Okay? There's not true organic food. Also, and I love what Bobby Kennedy's doing because he's really starting to attack some of the chemicals and the dyes and so on and so forth, right? It's great. My wife and I have traveled all over the place, and I can tell you when we go to Central, South America, we were just in Ireland, guess what? It's illegal there. They don't put that stuff in their food. So why do we have it here? Because they're trying to control this population, right? Call it about money, that's fine. But when we're sick, we're controllable. But there's very easy and concrete ideas. I'm going to tell you something very, very woo-woo. So here, this is my tinfoil hat. You ready for this? You know what we can do to the farms? We can add copper wiring around them, and we can actually sing. It's proven. There's people that travel the world. You can sing to crops, and they grow at a rate of twice as much. You can absolutely do that. I know it sounds crazy, but you know what else you can do, which isn't very important? You can remineralize the soil by rotating the crops. Right? We don't need all this crazy chemicals in this. God has given us the most amazing food that you could ever have, but we have corrupted it, and that's satanic.
Thank you, Lewis.